haven't even gotten here yet, and there's already a train. Like, wow. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I haven't even gotten here yet. Already we've gotten, this is eastbound. It's it's like a tank manifest. That's crazy. This is the Newburgh Road crossing. Shipping container on a intermodal car. That's kind of funny. You might see. Look, there's one of those Mobile mail trucks. Ugliest looking trucks. Well, second ugliest looking trucks. Ugliest looking trucks are Cybertrucks. That is close second. And there's the end of them.
And I should go right now anyways because
that was kind of crazy, huh? Well, first and I would say first in line, but all right. My scanner.
Channel mode.
Switch the B channel to
3, 4, 5, 4.
ECSR. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit over here maybe in the shade because it's 82 out today and hot as hell. So I'm gonna go over here. We got a westbound. I got the high green on Main 2, so maybe they're planning to meet, I don't know. It'll be probably 2 minutes maybe before he rolls through here. I was gonna say, I'll see if I can catch the end of the train past the detector. But I don't think he's going full speed yet. He might have just come out of Flint. He probably, I don't know, he probably had to, I don't know. Looks like he's starting to get on the second main right now. Or he might still be on the first main, I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy. As soon as I got here, or right when I was pulling it, when we were pulling in, there was an eastbound that rolled through. Right as soon as we pulled up to the crossing is when, and it was crazy too, because it was a full minute and a half after the train passed before the signals started to go up, started to turn off. So it was, I don't know, they were just having problems with the signals, or I don't know, but yeah. 160, 590 is the Flint and Holly sub frequency. I don't remember what the dispatch channel is at the top of my head, because, you know, both Flint and Holly subs have their own different frequencies. But yeah, this guy, he's getting closer. He's probably not blowing right now. Yeah, I think he's done blowing. This kid's gonna shoot a video on his iPad. That is kind of funny. Kind of a big, okay, this will be the last time he blows his horn, because starting at the Newburgh Road crossing, which is that crossing over there, is Durand. The city of Durand has a no horn order. Any second now, there it goes. There's Newburgh Road crossing going off. Run! Alright, as soon as he gets to, maybe not as soon as he gets to the crossing, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, and then I will be doing that. Moving up my tripod that way. Taking my radio off of my I gotta get my iPhone out to get a couple of pictures of this guy. Wow, that was a long one, kind of. Wonder how many axles he had. Didn't hear it, but it'd be kind of crazy if there was another eastbound coming. That's probably why. I don't know. We don't know why he was on the second main, but yeah, that's him blowing down there for the A crossing. Well, let's see what else. Let's see what else I can find today. So HESR is going to do shove back onto the Port Huron Y. That's what it looks like. I heard them say both 2 times that at lights. I don't know what that means, but they're gonna start, they're waiting for traffic probably. Got quite a bit of traffic over there.
And HESR, 701. We got light, we got bell, and we got gates. Cross protected, you're clear. 30 cars, 30.
They got 30 cars. Wow. So yeah, they're gonna do a shove back onto the Port Huron Y, it sounds like. That's crazy. They're coming back here very slowly. I hear that crossing go off too. Going off too. Going kind of slow. Short lines usually go kind of slow. I mean, Lake State doesn't really go that slow. GLC is a class 2, so.
And HESR, 701. We're looking good. Another 20 more and I'll get out.
They're not cutting cars, but they're just doing a short shove back. They might be cutting cars. I don't know. I see the conductor on the end of that tanker, which is cool.
And HESR, 701. Let's go with another 15. 15.
I don't know if he's talking about another. You guys talking about another 15 cars. There you go. That's 15 feet.
And 701. Let's go with 10. 10.
Is he gonna go over there to Newburgh?
And 4.
No, they're not going to Newburgh.
Train out.
Hello?
Bye, thanks.
Oh no, that wasn't. Yeah, that's not. Yep. Goodbye. Oh, they are going to shove back to the. So they got lights. at 30, so. What is sodium hydroxide? Excuse me. I don't know where they're going. As you said, another 15 cars, but he's all the way down there now. There's some hoppers. Knowing HESR is mostly green. Stop. Hey, there's a Lake State hopper over there. That brown one right there. Wow. I can see the conductor walking all the way up here. On the other side, that is. The Newburgh Road crossing is still on. See what this guy's gonna do. Might be pulling forward, I don't know. Looks like he's just gonna sit there a minute. He's gonna pull forward now, looks like. Gonna take a minute. Saw something down there, but I guess not. I think it might be. Oh, looks like there is. Holy shit, that's loud. That rumbled that rumbled over here. Fastest they can go on that switch down there is 25. Man, that guy's really, those locomotives are really pulling too. I can hear them dirt. Laying on the brakes too. Wow. So what they do when they do a shove back like that, what they do is they have, the multi-track yard up there in north of here. And I think it's like a 6-track yard. And the yard is not that big. think their biggest yard is Bay City, or not Bay City, Saginaw. The crossing's off now. I think their biggest yard is Saginaw, and their second biggest is probably Bay City. So this is probably the third largest yard. So testing for TXT must have came from Texas. Anyways, what they'll do, okay, so the yard is not long. It's, I think, like 5 or 6 tracks, but it's not really long. So what they have to do when they hook up the cars is to be able to, in order to switch tracks to go north, because they go up to Owasso probably. To go north out of the yard, they have to shove back south onto the Port Huron Y, and then they have to everything's red on the westbound side. They have to shove back onto the Port Huron Y and then switch the track that they want to use, and then after they switch the track they want to use, they start pulling forward back into the yard and then go on the track that they're supposed to use, and then they go north. So the crazy thing is, there's this YouTuber that has a camera set up here. I think it's the actual like Durant Station channel. They have a live rail cam set up here, and it's probably one of those. There's 2 of them. I think one's a secure. Well, no, they both might be actual. Yeah, I think they're both for the live rail streams, which is kind of crazy. All right, so Huron and Eastern just did their. I don't know if that's their only move they're going to do. They probably. So let's switch back over. I'm going to switch this to the GLC road channel, which I think GLC may have already come through today. I don't think they have, because they're sometimes later in the day. That might be what why Huron and Eastern was doing that, to go north. So GLC can come through, because GLC comes north out of Ann Arbor, because they have a GLC had about 2 miles south of here on the Holly sub. They have a spur track where it changes to GLC down there, where GLC, that line goes down to Ann Arbor, and then after Ann Arbor it changes to the Ann Arbor Railroad. Oh, that's here on an Eastern. They're going north. Kind of figured. So yeah, GLC will use that track, and then they use part of the Holly sub to come north, because they go to Owasso, because that's where GLC is headquartered, is Owasso. I don't know if HESR has any headquarters. I know HESR is headquartered in Vassar. They use the old I think it's Southern Michigan Railroad is the name of the actual, like, the depot they use as their headquarters. Anyways, HESR they don't have, there's no Y for Chicago off the HESR track. There is a lot. It's weird how they describe the Ys. That one that they were just on is the Port Huron Y, and the other Y that comes off the Holly sub that goes eastward, they call that the High Y for some reason. So, like, yeah, they're going kind of slow over there. I know where they're at. They're at like over like by the Dollar General because there's two roads that almost at the intersection there, and then the next road they will cross is I think Lansing Road. Cause they have like a little two little short signals with no gates and mechanical bells. Anyways, yeah, here on Eastern is headquartered in Vassar, and GLC is headquartered in Owasso. Owasso is has Mid-Michigan Railroad. That goes, I think, out toward Kalamazoo. I think, or it used to go out to toward Kalamazoo. Mid-Michigan was, oh, it goes up to like Bay City, Hemlock area. Like it services like Hemlock Semiconductor and all that. I don't think they service Hemlock Semiconductor, but I know they have trackage up there by Hemlock Semiconductor. I've been up there before. Not rail fanning. The company my dad used to work for, he had to deliver paychecks to people, and he's like a foreman. So they had like different job sites in Bay City, Saginaw, Midland. They did MBS International Airport, Midland, Bay City, Saginaw International Airport, which is kind of crazy that there was already kind of a small airport. They just added on to it, made it like really big. A lot, but like I think it's like 3 or 4 times the size of it originally, what it originally was. So like and I think it's Freeland is the name of the city where MBS Airport is. I've been up there a few times. Saginaw, they did work at the GM. I think it was a welding facility up there. I think they did like welding. Or no, it was GM Powertrain. That's what it was. But a while ago they closed. This is back in like 2010, 2011. And I'd ride up there with them sometimes just because I didn't really have anything to do. So. Yeah. They had they had jobs up there, and I'd go up there sometimes. They had, let's see, it was the GM facility in Saginaw. It was off of M13. My mom's asking how long I want to stay. I'm gonna say maybe 7. See if I can, see much. And yeah, it was just so at the Saginaw GM Powertrain. I think it was a powertrain plant. I'm pretty sure it was a powertrain plant where they did powertrain, like they manufactured powertrains. I think they use Next here now, but they used to have a big GM powertrain plant up in Saginaw. I mean, maybe I know the powertrain plant's closed. I don't know if they're reusing the GM plant for anything, but I remember going through like the parking lot, or not the parking lot, but where the workers go and, at the plant. They had like a little parking lot there for the workers, whether it's contract workers or workers for GM or whatever. So we went like back toward the back of the parking lot, and they had this really old grade crossing there. I mean, the housing for the lenses or for the lights, they were all like complete rusted. Like it was like they were all like brown, like a light brown color. I don't even know if it worked. And they were short ones. They had no gates. They didn't have bells. They just had lights on. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. GM has closed a lot of their facilities down in Michigan. I think like 4 out of 8 of them, or not. I don't know how many GM plants they have in Michigan. They have one in Flint. Not far. That's not far from where I live. A couple miles from where I live, so I catch a lot of Autorack traffic. They have one in, I think, Detroit. There used to be one in Pontiac. There used to be one in Ypsilanti. That was the Willow Run Pontiac plant where they made like muscle cars. I don't know why they call them muscle cars. It's just a weird ass name for a car, describing a car. But yeah, yeah, they had what else was there? Lake Orion, I think, used to have one. Actually, they do have. It is still on Lake Orion. They actually just reopened it because they're using that as a battery facility. Like they manufacture batteries for electric vehicles. I know there's a plant in Lansing, the Delta Township GM plant. I don't know where the other ones are, to be honest, if there are any other ones. Anyways, yeah, I know this is quite a long ass story, but yeah, it's just you know, I was hearing stuff on my scanner. I don't know, before the HESR did their shove back, it sounded like almost like a milepost call out or signal call out. I don't know. I can't really see either of the signals from here, or not either. I can't see the eastbound signals from here. I mean, I can, but I can't, because you know I can, but it's gonna be hard for me to see because, just because of like where you know the sun is and everything. Oh, it's DoorDash. I get notifications from some of the apps I got on here. Like, got one from, it's usually far away from your address. Like, yes and no. Yes, I am, but I'm not ordering shit. So, anyways, yeah, that was kind of a long story. The other areas I've seen, not trains, but train tracks. Mayville, which is here on the eastern, that goes all the way out to Brown City. Never been to Brown City. Actually, I've been through Brown City once. Brown City, Mayville, Caro, which is just northwest of Mayville. That's here on the eastern as well. Been through Caro. Where else have I seen? Let's see, almost Samsung. Saginaw, I've never been to Bay City. Saginaw, Essexville, that's all here on the eastern. Hemlock, that's Mid-Michigan Railroad. Mid-Michigan Railroad isn't as big as like here on the eastern or any of the other class 3 railroads. They're not very big. I don't even, yeah, oh, I thought I heard a horn. That was just that plane. There's a plane going by. Yeah, enough of the rambling. I'm gonna see if there's anything else gonna come here. Okay, so we got a green for the Chicago Y, which would be that signal over there, the one that's directly to the right of the sign that says San Duran. So we got a green for the Chicago Y. I don't know how long until they'll show up, but hopefully it'll be soon. Is where I'm sitting is there's not much shade and it's hot. So speaking of which, I'm going to put on my hat because I have a sun hat, bluey and bingo reversible sun hat. Putting that on so in case I'm actually I'm in the direct sunlight. So yeah, green for Chicago Y. At least I think that's green. I can't really tell because of the sunlight. I'm gonna go over there and look, see if I can see it very good from over here. Well, there's someone else over here to the left, so I'm gonna try. Come on, you stupid thing! Getting it caught in the. Can't really see it from the sun, but the bottom one on the middle signal isn't you can't really see it, but let me go over here a little bit more. Maybe I can see it better from this angle. Kind of hard to look at, kind of hard to see in the direct sun, which is stupid. Sun's beaming right down on my face. I can't see it, but the bottom light on the middle signal I can't see, but usually you can see it if it's red. And that is green though. I don't know if the top one says, but it's green for Chicago Y, which means full speed approach, which I believe is 25 for the Chicago Y. I know the speed for the Holly main is 60. The maximum speed is 60 on the Holly main. I know the maximum speed for the Flint main is, I believe, 70. So yeah, it'll be probably a few minutes before. It'll be a little bit before anything shows up. I don't see anything down south of here, so it'll be a little bit before anything. All right, so I hear him. You can kind of see him down there. I heard him do a signal call out. So he's coming. He's going to be here within, I think, 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe. Unless that's eastbound coming, because the westbound signals over there are all reds. But yeah, he's just coming slowly. Excuse me. You can hear him blowing his horn. That is New Lothrop Road down there, I think is who he's blowing for. And that'll be the last, well, one of the last crossings he blows for. Or the last crossing he blows for a minute, because we got, like I said, as I said, the city of Durand has a no horn ordinance. So that what I just heard on my scanner, a little chatter, a little thing is probably just some morning doves over here. They got some that one of the signals down there, which probably indicates flashing yellow or flashing yellow. No, that's New Lothrop Road. He's blowing for it right now. So one of the signals down there is probably flashing yellow. Was the signal that he just called out is probably the one before that crossing, because there's probably one right before that crossing. So yeah, he's gonna get on the track that's to the right and take the Chicago Y west into, if it's Autorack, I don't know where he goes. If it's Autorack, probably Detroit, or not Detroit. He's coming from Detroit. Battle Creek, maybe? Although there's no car plants in Battle Creek. So they might be going to Lansing. There's a GM Autorack yard in Delta Township, Lansing. So that might be where he's going.
Get over here.
Well, that kid's kind of going crazy. Oh yeah, they did say something. My screen backlight's on. Usually it turns on whenever it picks up something. Yeah, his ditch lights aren't flashing. So I'm gonna put that back in my pocket. I have let's zoom out here. So I have the belt clip. I have the actual radio inside my pocket and the belt clip on the outside of my pocket. So he is slowing down a little bit. But yeah, this looks like an Autorack train. I mean, I can see You kind of see an Autorack behind the lead engine, so
2987 north, entering the blitz of west onto at the Rand.
well, there's that signal call out. Now he's switching over to the two locomotives in the lead. These are loaded. I think these are loaded. Yeah, these are loaded. So he may have a DCU on them. Obviously, he knocked down that signal. Yeah, Autorack. I don't know. I guess I don't know where he goes, but I know he comes out of Detroit. Actually, I think some of these cars are empty. Oh wait, it is a manifest. Look at that. There's some actual other cars on there. Wow, I kind of didn't expect that. I was just like, oh, it's an Autorack train, but then I seen those back there. Oh, those brakes are kind of well. Yeah, I don't think he has a DCU on him. Maybe he has one on the end, but I don't think he has one in the middle. Oh, more Autorack. Cool. Here's one that's there's one tank car. And then an Autorack, a couple of box cars. I can see the end of them. Yeah, no DPU on them. Wow. I don't know how many axles he has, but it was kind of long. I want to see if there's anything else we can spot today here in the range. That one was long. I wonder if GLC is going to come through soon. They might not be. It might have already come through today. I don't even know. I don't know what time GLC comes through. But let's see what else we can catch today. So it looks like, I don't know if that's GLC. I think that's GLC coming through. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my tripod real quick here. I'm gonna take some pictures of it with my actual iPhone, because I like doing it that way. It's easier. I have two hands. Pretty sure that's GLC because everything over here is red for the Chicago Y. And there was already one that came through, but I don't know. GLC does tend to go slower than the CN Holly traffic. So it's probably GLC. It'll probably be a few minutes before he actually shows up, or not shows up, but you know what I mean, like actually comes through here. There's traffic crossing still up there at that road. So they must not have the block yet. Because he stopped, looks like he stopped before that crossing. Maybe not. He looks like he's slowly inching his way this way. I guess that is probably GLC. I don't know if it's GLC really or not, but they probably got I'm pretty sure that is GLC. It sounds like an older horn, so probably from the late 60s, maybe early 70s. A lot of these companies like to repurpose their rosters. GLC is a class 2 railroad. Like here on Eastern and Lake State and all those other ones around here, those are class 3. But this is a class 2, and then like CN, CSX, Norfolk Southern, all those are class 1. Like the major railroads, like like I said, Canadian Pacific, BNSF. Those are all class 1s. What's the other class 1? There's a couple of other class 1s in the U.S. Union Pacific. I forgot the other one. There's a couple. Like Canadian Pacific is more on the western side of the U.S. But it could also be taken the Port Huron or the High Y. I learned that it's not called the Port Huron Y the last time I was here, which is really funny. And because I always thought it was the Port Huron Y, because like it goes towards Port Huron, but I guess they call it the High Y. Port Huron Y is off of the Huron Eastern, out of the Huron Eastern Yard. They're coming. They're slowly coming. Could be a CN train. I can't make out the colors, the paint scheme on it. It looks yellow or orange to me, but it could be red, like that guy's hat. No. But I'm pretty sure that's GLC, because this will be OTN, Owasso Train North, which they call that because it goes north through the HESR yard here into Owasso, because the tracks go to Owasso. Oh, it looks like it looks yellow, but I can't really tell from this angle. Well, he's not getting on the Y, it looks like. It is GLC. It's blue. Blue and white. So he's going to come north, and he's not making any turns, any cuts. Crazy. The last time I was here, I was trying my best to catch the GLC, but I couldn't catch it in time. So, or not in time. I was on more of a time thing. So, anyways, here comes GLC, and I figured it was GLC because of when I was listening to my radio, and I heard over the radio that it was a lady's voice, and I'm like, hey, last few times I heard GLC on it, and the last couple times I've seen GLC come through here, there's been a lady conductor or a lady engineer. So like, yeah, cool. GLC. It's crazy that I get to see it. They're going slow though, but hey, at least they're coming. And this will be the last train I get for today because I'm gonna go home. One locomotive in the front, or no, two locomotives in the front. They're probably gonna. Well, it looks like they're reversing. Actually, they're shoving back. Or no, they're shoving back. I wonder what they're doing. Maybe he's not.
942, you want to see it protected? Head.
Okay, now they're going forward. Man, that was loud. One of the loudest ones I've ever heard. that one says. That's kind of a Portland ME. I don't know if ME is Maine or not. They're a lot of these aren't even. Those are loud ass brakes. A lot of these aren't even. Where she stopped again. I don't know why he's. I don't really know what they do. They're probably waiting for the clearance in the yard or something. He'll probably get rolling in a minute. I'm like 3 feet away from this tank car. Vent tank on loading close on the left. BOV safety handle measurement paint. Williams Hayward. That's crazy. Got patent numbers. Some of these markings on here aren't graffiti. These are actually stuff they write in the yard, like messages to you know. Oh, now he's moving again. Yeah, I was gonna say. That'll be the end of my little venture today, and I'll see you guys later.